Hi, my name is Kim and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I am inviting you to cook dinner with me. So if you could just come over here and cook dinner for me, that would be great. Just kidding. So like I said, my name is Kim and I am on the WW Personal Points Plan, and I have followed Weight Watchers as part of my journey to lose 100 pounds and keep it off. On this channel, I share what I eat in a day, grocery hauls, how I live life, trying to balance weight loss, athletic goals, and my family. So be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on those notifications. So today was another Christmas party for work, and my hair is done. I even have a little makeup on. I was like, I should shoot a video. So instead of seeing what I ate at the buffet at work, which was, we're just getting into this season where it's like my goal for December is just grace. Do what you can, when you can, do the best you can, and just not stress, because there's just so much. Christmas party on Tuesday. Today is Friday. Christmas party today. This weekend, my husband and I will be celebrating our 13th wedding anniversary, and it's been nonstop. So just doing my best to eat filling foods, throwing it back to my OG WW days. Get in those 0 point foods when I can, and live life. I had dessert today because I would have felt really sad watching all of my coworkers eat dessert when I was just and I was also do I get more mashed potatoes and salad or dessert? It's probably the same amount of calories, maybe not the same amount of points, but it was delicious. So I'm currently drinking this blackberry lemonade drink mix from Walmart. I found this the other week. I'm not a big Walmart shopper, but I found this and it is so good. So if you go to Walmart or feel like making a trip, I highly recommend it. It turns out that was my last pack, so yeah. So for today, even though it's Friday night, we actually typically eat out on Fridays. We are eating in because we'll be celebrating our wedding anniversary. And I am going to try a very new recipe to me and a new quote-unquote technique, and that is cooking a whole chicken in an Instant Pot. I know you can do it, but honestly, it sounds a little scary. So I thought we'd chit chat as we cook. And what's great about this recipe is that I put it in there and then I can go take Yeti out. So like I said, I'm shooting this video because my hair and my makeup look kind of good. But when we get later in, I'm not going to look like this. I'm just going to be honest. This is not how I look most of the time. So I am going to gather up the ingredients for this recipe, kind of show you what I'm doing. And you will need an Instant Pot or pressure cooker, and praise be cheeses, you need the steam rack or the wire rack for the bottom of your Instant Pot. And I was like, oh my gosh, do I have one? And I found it. I think I lost one, and then I ordered one on Amazon. And so just fun fact, you can find a lot of replacement parts on Amazon. So getting my chicken out of the fridge, getting my ingredients for this, and then I'll meet you by the Instant Pot. Well, we just ran into hiccup number one, and that is my chicken that I pulled out of the deep freeze and put in the fridge yesterday. It's not thawed. So thawing it in the microwave, which you can hear behind me. And for some reason, we have the worst luck with microwaves. I'm not sure if it is the power in our house. We do have an older home. I think it was built in 1936, and the electric definitely needs to be updated. So I can still get to work on this recipe, and I just started by measuring out 1/3 of a cup of olive oil, which seems like a ton, but we're gonna follow the rules as best we can. So, because this is an I don't want to say Italian, but an herb rotisserie type chicken. And I seriously love rotisserie chicken so much. I struggle when I buy it because I want to eat it in the car. So 1/3 of a cup of oil. Now it did call for fresh garlic, which I don't have. So I'll use garlic powder. Let me get that first since I mentioned it. I think the recipe had 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, so I'll just add 2. Just do what you can. So I feel like this fits kind of like a Friday. You could do this like on the weeknights or on the weekends. Like it's just, you know, like that kind of meal. You can make it fancy or make it none. So if like you're doing a small holiday, like maybe that's what you'll do. So this is onion powder. We're gonna do 1 teaspoon of that. I'm gonna have to check my measurements, but the other herbs and spices or whatever they're called, like don't come at me because I'm not, you know. We're gonna need oregano, basil, paprika, rosemary, black pepper. I can add just a little black pepper. Don't tell my kids, I've told you, like Sai gets real grumpy if he thinks there's pepper in anything. And sea salt, I can go ahead and add. So I'll do that. Ooh, that's a lot of salt. Like, we all know I can get a little salty. We don't need to add too much. So I'm gonna dump this in the sink, check our measurements, and we'll keep on grooving. Double checked, it is 2 teaspoons of oregano, and then 1.5 teaspoons of rosemary, and then everything else is kind of like a teaspoon. So that's easy enough to remember, I guess. So is everybody like getting ready for the holidays? I kind of feel super behind. And I don't know if it's because of the way for us Christmas falls this year, like on a Saturday. And like I feel like you lose a weekend. But then we've also just had a lot of stuff going on, like taking this trip this weekend. And then last weekend I had some family come up to visit, which was fantastic. And then we also went to Chicago for Thanksgiving. Normally we would be with my family, but you know, just kind of switching up the traditions. And so we took the boys to Chicago. We did Great Wolf Lodge. We went to the zoo lights at the Lincoln Park Zoo, which was super fun because we normally do the zoo lights in Cincinnati. And then we also did the Museum of Science and Industry. So it was just like the greatest trip. I mean, like there's always little hiccups, you know? So like Mark and I always joke that there's got to be something when we go on a trip. And so there was a little hiccup, like getting time tickets to the museum. And then the other thing was, so we're so tired from the zoo lights. We had walked 20,000 steps that day. And so Silas is 6 and he's just like totally wiped. And we're taking the bus back to the hotel, and I totally embraced public transportation. And Mark was in charge of getting us off at the right stop. It didn't work. And so it's freezing cold. We're walking in downtown Chicago and we're like taking turns carrying Silas because his little feet, he was just done. He was done. But overall, just such a good trip. That's just me chit-chatting. Here's our little like slurry. So again, 1/3 cup of olive oil. I put in 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, a teaspoon of onion powder, teaspoon of paprika, teaspoon of oregano, teaspoon of basil, 1.5 teaspoons of rosemary. Oh, 2 teaspoons of oregano. I might have got that wrong. So I know the recipe said to mix that all up. We got our chicken defrosting, and then the next step, depending on how you have the poultry, is to rinse and dry the chicken, which seems so weird, but it does make a big difference in the crispiness of the skin. And who doesn't love a crispy skin? So next step is, so this is the wire rack that I have for my Instant Pot. And so while my chicken is still defrosting, and Denali here, oh my gosh, I need to show you, hold on. Denali is just like hanging out on the kitchen floor. It has been really wet, so the floor is just muddy no matter what we do. You know, we are mopping, like no joke, twice a day. But it just is what it is. So get this in here. Okay. I guess this is like I was gonna can, like I don't even know. Maybe I'll do it like that. I have always been nervous about like this kind of recipe, but we're gonna give it a go. And so I think one thing that I was nervous about is that I've noticed like with my Instant Pot if you don't have enough liquid, it just doesn't go under pressure. So this does require 2 cups of chicken broth. So I'm gonna go ahead and just like eyeball that. Like it is gonna come up and over that wire rack, I think. I think I poured too much in, but good news, our chicken is done in the microwave. I mean, let's hope. I think this chicken feels like good enough. We're just gonna go with it. It does say you cook it under pressure for like 6 minutes for every pound. And this chicken is 5 pounds. So that's like 35, 38 minutes. I bought these whole chickens. Well, I have another one in the freezer. I'm only cooking one tonight. From the butcher. So look how, I mean, this might potentially be like a good option if you're doing like a low-key Christmas. I don't know. I am really hot to find like a goose, and I can't find one. So I don't know. I need to, my mother-in-law has requested an entree. Like she's making stuff too, but I don't know what I'm going to make for Christmas. I think I'm going to use this can. But I really wanted to do something different, and like a goose is different. Maybe if you cooked goose, tell me down below, is it good? Should I even like keep hunting for it? Or should, like, I love duck. Okay. I wanted to check to make sure there was no like stuff inside, you know? All right, we got our rinsed chicken. I'm gonna get a towel. All right, I have procured a towel. I feel like I can't go wash my hands yet, but I want to wash my hands. So I'm dry. Just look at the little bit of chicken all wrapped up. That's so weird. All right, so my chicken is dry and it's empty. There's nothing on it. So I'm gonna stick, the next step is to stick the bird in the Instant Pot. Maybe find my sanity. All right, my Instant Pot is right here. My slurry is right here. And so the directions call for like rubbing it in with your hands, which stinks because I just washed my hands. But I'm just gonna kind of like pour this on there. Like you could also use a pastry, not a pastry brush, but like a basting thing, whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna get this done. So here is what our prep chicken looks like. And then I'm gonna go ahead, put this under pressure for about 35 minutes, and then you just kind of let it slow release. So it is like about an hour-long cook. Now the reason I had like 75 minutes on there is when I do like a pot roast, I really like to cook it for like a long time. So 35 minutes, and then I'm gonna go get some energy out of Yeti. See, I told you the hair and makeup would not look so good once I got back. So chicken's done, hooray, which is good and bad because there's like not a ton of time to like make sides. Honestly, I'm not like in the mood to make sides anyway. So I have mac and cheese in the microwave for the kids. And if Mark wants something different, I have some of the minute rice individual containers, and he can throw that in the microwave for, guess what? A minute. Now, I'm going to make some green beans, which is quite catastrophic in our house because no one else likes green beans. And they have told me multiple times in the 2 minutes I've been home that they don't eat green beans. So I don't know if anyone else kind of like struggles with this, that they try to eat healthy, but then no one likes what they're cooking. And then it's like, do you cook what they want, or do you cook what you want? Do you try to find a middle ground? And a lot of times I ended up eating frozen broccoli because that's what my husband and the kids will eat. But I am sick of broccoli, like head to toe, every part of me, even my fingernails, sick of broccoli. So I'm making green beans. These are just the extra fine green beans. These are from Aldi. I put the leftover chicken broth from our chicken in there, and I'm just cooking up like a big batch right now. And those will kind of like cook down. Now my plan, if I feel like I want something else, I have not decided, but I do have this pesto, which I could put on the green beans, or like I know I'm gonna have like good juices at the bottom of the chicken, so I might do that. It's just like, how fancy do you want to get? And I'm wearing sweatpants right now. How fancy. Moment of truth, taking the lid off the Instant Pot. Okay, can I lift this up without killing myself? I think that's a no. Oh, maybe, yes. So we have chicken. It looks cooked. This does not look like rotisserie chicken though. I mean, kind of, but we're missing the crispy skin here, people. We're missing the crispy skin. But as long as it's like cooked all the way through, like I'm gonna live my life. So, did I cook this upside down? I don't know, but I will tell you, this is like fall apart, like tender. So yeah, I did cook the chicken upside down, but I'm so winning at life. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad it's Friday. But it is cooked through, so that's lovely. And I bet it's super flavorful. And I guess the perk is that Mark is zooming in on this, and you're gonna be like, I'm never cooking this, as the dogs can have some chicken skin. That's good. So, would I make chicken in the Instant Pot again? Probably not. Unless, so, like the one thing I will do, to be honest, is that I will sit, I don't know why I just checked my watch. Are you guys calling me? Thanks. No, I'm so weird. I hate smartwatches and the notifications. They're like so distracting, and this is not cooked. Again, winning at life. Is I like to save the bones and everything and then do like a nice chicken stock. And so I'll save this, I'll make some chicken soup later down the road. And if you're doing it kind of right away, I will put the skin in the chicken stock because chicken skin is delicious. So there we go. Well, thank you so much for keeping me company as I cook dinner. Here is just my plate. I mean, yes, there aren't really a lot of carbs. I literally have like 2 or 3 shells from the mac and cheese. But that does not mean like I hate carbs or I'm not going to eat carbs later. Let's be honest. And part of it is like when I come back from like taking out Yeti, I don't always feel hungry right away. I'll just save it for like 20 minutes. I did find this Olive Garden Italian dressing, and I might throw just like a little zhuzh on that. But this like is kind of like a really nice 0-point dinner. And with a chicken like this, you can use the leftovers for a lot of stuff, which is why I really love rotisserie chicken. But I'm gonna sit down with the family and eat my dinner. So be sure to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment down below if you like this kind of thing. And until next time, do something you love.